Oh my God. Oh my. Wait. Hey, run it back. Oh. Okay, wait. What's up, y'all? I'm Cam. I'm 25 years old and I'm a creative. I do modeling, I do photography and videography as well. So I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. All my family, we come from Louisiana, but my dad, he works for General Motors. And so working for General Motors, sometimes you're required to move a lot. And with him, you know, getting promotions and everything like that, we was having to move a lot. So shit, ever since I was like 9 or 10, I've been moving. When I was 9, I moved to Canada, stayed there. I stayed in Toronto. We stayed there for a year, moved to Nashville, probably stayed there 4 or 5 years. Then we moved to Cleveland, stayed there through high school, like through my junior year of high school. And then my family moved to St. Louis. And then for my senior year of high school, I went to a boarding school in Virginia. So I've always been moving. I've always been like I've never really had like any kind of stability growing up. So like I've always been on the go. So that's why I love to travel and like just be on the go, really. Yeah. I love Detroit, man. Like I think everybody is just so free and just being able just to be themselves. I don't know, like I've heard stories of like people not gelling or whatever, but for me, I feel like everybody has like embraced me. Everybody has welcomed me. So I just love how everybody is just a community. It's a real community here. Photography, models, you know, everybody's trying to work and everybody's trying to see each other win. So I think that's been cool to see. My background starts like in athletics and basketball. Like my whole life I've played basketball, and before the game, like if you peep in the NBA, like all the players, they do like this thing, it's called tunnel fits. And that really like started my love for like fashion and like photography and all that stuff. So just seeing that, I was like, okay, it's other avenues I can be creative in other than like just being a basketball player. I didn't want to be boxed in, so that made me start to dip out and venture out into other, you know, things like that.
What goes to your mind when putting together outfit?
Really just how I'm feeling that day. And believe it or not, the weather. The weather plays a big part on how I feel and how I maneuver throughout my day. So like for today, if it's sunny outside, I'm probably gonna wear more vibrant colors or probably a more neutral kind of fit. So yeah, that's kind of how I base my fits, really. Really, the VHS thing kind of just started with my love for like the 90s, like the late 90s. I used to watch like a lot of Spike Lee films, and I went to New York in December of last year, and I saw they had a Spike Lee exhibit in Cause, if you go out there. So that kind of inspired me a little bit, seeing all of his old films, and that kind of got me started shooting VHS and kind of bringing that homey kind of nostalgic feel back, so yeah. Just the reaction that people get, like that brings a good feeling like inside, like knowing that people have a good emotion, like I'm bringing some type of emotion through my art and through my lens, and I think that's pretty cool. I love to work with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Me personally, I feel like he's probably the best dressed like athlete in any sport. So yeah, I love to like probably work with him or style him or something like that. Who would I love to shoot? Pharrell, or probably Bloody Osiris, if y'all know him. He's like a model, creative kind of person, well known on Instagram, so yeah. Traveling, I travel a lot. I try to get around as much as I can. In July, I'm going to Paris, so I think that trip, that's gonna really open my eyes. I'm really gonna see a lot of different things out there. In August, I'm going back home. I haven't been back to Louisiana probably in like 10 years, so just like being able to go back home and just feel like, you know, it's nothing like going home, so that'll be cool. Get some inspiration. My style, I'll say like a grunge, like streetwear. Like if I could elaborate, kind of just, I mix a lot of vintage pieces with like streetwear pieces. So if you could kind of like more like a late 90s kind of swag, I kind of resonate with that. Fashion is always changing and it's subjective. So I try to just stay authentic. I try to just stay true to myself. I got inspiration, you know. I got people I look at to get inspiration from. So I would be lying if I said, oh, I don't have nobody that I don't look at or try and get inspired from to, you know, influence my own swag, but I also incorporate my own swag into, you know, who I look at to get inspiration from. So I think it's all just, you know, being authentic and, you know, finding what works for you, finding what pieces fit you. I think that's really important in finding your style and your swag. Really recently, I just started incorporating VHS and film. Like, I took a break, honestly, from photography. I started photography during COVID. I was shooting digital on a Canon, on a Canon Rebel T7. Yeah, I was shooting on that, a little beginner, little camera, and then, like I said, I just started getting inspired, and film had caught my eye. And I just started learning, started hanging around other creatives that shoot on film. And yeah, so I've started using that kind of technique, and that's been, that's developed a whole another passion for photography for me, so yeah. Your fit's gonna be trash at first. Like, be open to be open to having bad fits. You know, if you just getting started, if you want to get into fashion, you're not gonna have it on at first. So experiment, try stuff, really get out and thrift, find pieces, find different silhouettes, different shoes, denims, jorts. Like, it's so many different like pieces you can go out and experiment with. So just be open to messing up at first if you're just trying to get into it. Any local Salvation Army, you can always find some gems in there, but here's my rule, like my one-on-one with thrifting, you have to take your time. You have to really go through the aisles and look. Don't just skim through and think, oh, it ain't nothing in here. No, it really be gems in there. You just have to take your time and look. Bring some headphones, bring some music, like take 30 minutes to an hour and really look and find some pieces and thrift. But anyway, Salvation Army, vintage Clawson is good. I like them. Retrofit is good. They were in Oakland Mall, but I think they just moved. But yeah, they're opening a new location soon. Mitten Village, they do Mitten Village Market. I think I pronounced that right. But anyway, they host events, like pop-ups and all that stuff on the in Eastern Market downtown. So you can follow them on Instagram. They have like flyers and stuff they post. So yeah, it's like a lot of vendors and people like that though sell vintage and thrift clothes like that. So yeah. Venture out. Don't box yourself in with like certain groups of people. Try and navigate with different people that come from different walks of life. It'll open up your mind more, it'll expand your mind more. And you can get a different perspective, and that can create some type of inspiration, or that can kind of energize whatever project you got going on. So like, I got different pockets of friends for different situations, and that can kind of like help me get creative or help me get inspired to, you know, really make something and really be proud of what I make. So I say just, you know, yeah, venture out. Appreciate it. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.